Hey everybody, this is Pamela checking in on a video, vlog, chat, speakeasy. I'm sorry about all the problems I've been having on here today, but must be something going on with the internet or a hater flagging my video, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. My feelings about Trump will never change. He is a con man and a criminal, and he should be treated as such. And as I've told you in the past streams that I could get out there, his website has not done well. And he's tried to get back on Twitter with no success at all. A lot of his From the Desk of Donald Trump has been removed because we know he incited the riot on January 6th and the bullshit that he has been spewing since that day, saying that he shut down his stupid blog because he wants to get back on the campaign trail. I, for one, won't let that happen. Because if he's not fit for the job, I'm not going to vote for somebody that is not fit for the job. He has toyed around with people's lives, not just in the hurricane zone areas, mind you, but we're talking about COVID 19, one of the worst forms of a disease that anybody could get. Several members of my family have had it, and it's not fun. Joint pain, fevers, chills, sickness. I don't want that for me. So I got my shot last week, and I'm going to get my shot again on the 18th because I know it's the right thing to do. Even if I have to get a booster down the line, I'm going to do it because I know it's the right thing to do. But yeah, his blog got shut down big time a month after it opened because he wasn't getting enough internet traffic. And he shouldn't be getting internet traffic because he was the instigator of one of the worst attacks on our soil in recent memory. Shouldn't have happened, but it did. Because of that, 400 fall guys have been prosecuted and possibly charged. Some have taken plea deals, which I think is bullshit. Some are lucky to get 21 months, which I don't think is near long enough, because they know what they were doing when they went down there. They wanted to disrupt the certification of Joseph Biden, and they failed. Some of those people went down there with the intent to kill. Some people went as far as to break statues and make a mess on the floor. I'm talking about taking a dump in the rotunda. And let's not forget the shaman who is facing some charges, the idiot who sat in Pelosi's desk that is facing charges. And I think they're talking about dropping charges from one guy, but I'm not going to talk about it again because I'm tired of dealing with internet bullshit. And I've been dealing with my Spectrum giving me crap. So, to the haters, fuck you. I'm sorry, I'm not a Trump pumper. I never was. I wasn't keen to his bullshit. Because he's a cheap ass so called businessman who probably hasn't built a fucking thing since his father died. And his father never taught him what it means to be a real man. Treat people with dignity and respect, you'll get it in return. You treat people like shit, they're not going to like you too much. And he's already killed people in the hurricane zones by holding back help. And I know people down there, down there in one of these places held back because they had a trade embargo in place. The people of Puerto Rico were suffering, and I think they're still suffering. So, yeah. And let's not forget what happened in Jamaica. People thought that Sidney Poitier, one of the greatest actors of any generation, may have been killed, but I heard he survived. But Trump said he didn't want to bring those bad people over here. Well, you know what? Your family is not originally from here, so think about what, that guy never thinks about what he says. If anybody has the right to kick anybody out of here, it should be the Indians, because they were here first. We landed on Plymouth Rock. They could have thrown us out, but no. We survived one of the coldest winters ever when the Pilgrims came over here. We had the first Thanksgiving. And now we're in such a mess where lawlessness is running rampant. Um, Chinese American people are getting punched out. Anti gay, anti lesbian things are going on. I think it's shameful. People have forgotten how to treat each other with respect. I even saw footage on my TV where people were fighting at baseball games, acting the fool and being stupid. But Trump's hold is not having any effect on me because he doesn't deserve to be in any political office at all, period. But I'll put some articles below. If I find anything about Trump, you guys can read it. But until I get this internet shit figured out, I'm not going to be on for a while. In fact, I'm looking forward to getting out for a couple hours tomorrow because I need that. So, there you go. I'm hoping I can get up in the morning and at least pay my rent without the internet going down on my ass. I'm just fed up and I'm tired. We're trying to get back on the even keel. Today, in my state at least, the mask mandates are going to be dropped. But for the safety and security of all people involved, I will be wearing my mask when I go out tomorrow. It's the right thing to do, and I'm looking out for my fellow person. And if you don't like it, screw you. Screw you, screw you, screw you. I'm a good person. That is who I am. And those who cross me and try to delight in my situation of not having any opinion or future, that's what you think, pal. I am who I am, and if I don't stand up for somebody, who will? I'm not going to be a pansy like Donald Trump, who delights in playing cat and mouse in terms of the COVID-19 situation. He played it down. He admitted it. You can either like it or you can lump it. I don't give a fuck. Too many people have died. Over 1 million people have died so far. And now there's talk of another new variant of this coronavirus. And they're trying to figure out where all this stuff is really coming from. And I don't want to hear any complaints about the Chinese, okay? I don't want to hear about none of that. What happened in China happens in China. You don't take it out on Chinese Americans who live here. And probably most of those Chinese Americans have never been to their motherland, as they say in the old days. A lot of people that live here don't deserve to have their lights punched out because of their nationality or their sexual orientation. Don't need none of that. Trump put us in this mess, and Biden is trying to fix the problems that we have. And I can't stand Trump for 2 reasons. He makes fun of disabled people, military, and anybody who doesn't agree with him. He mocks anybody who doesn't agree with him. He doesn't know the meaning of dignity and honor. If anybody knows dignity and honor, it's me. Because my father was a proud Air Force man, and I love him and miss him dearly. You go to the front lines and maybe fixing airplanes, and then you hear all the bombing and whatever else may be going on. He says, there were times I thought I was going to die, he told me. He says, I wasn't on the front lines per se, but it sure felt like you were at times. But he came back a very proud Air Force man and loved doing what he did for his country. And I miss my father for that. Because anytime around Memorial Day or Veterans Day, I would get him a hat with Air Force on it, and he would wear it. So, dignity and honor. When you go into service, you serve your country. You go on military runs. You sometimes get hurt or killed, or you wind up missing, or you get captured. And it's sad when a president, number 45, made fun of a reporter, pissed on our military. That's not a man. He was a man child. And then Biden did the hardest thing that anybody could ever do on Memorial Day. Place flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier and talk about his young son that he lost to brain cancer. Not funny. You know, and even Trump made fun of Biden for that. That was back when Trump had full use of the internet. But after the insurrection on January 6th, places like Twitter and Facebook put a stop to that, and especially YouTube. You know, too many people have died, too many people have suffered under Trump's regime. We don't need that anymore. I may be a woman, but I'm not stupid. I know when the country's been suckered. There's one lesson I learned is not to sit back and let other people do the voting. 2020 was the first time I ever voted in an election. So, yeah. And I'm going to continue to vote for the right person for the job. And Biden was the right person for the job. And Trump the coward slid out of that White House like a coward that he is. He wasn't man enough to go to the inauguration and offer up congratulations. He slid out of that office and went to Mar-a-Lago. And I know people in Florida don't like him. And Biden let people know, especially our enemies know, that playtime's over. Your good times at all costs is over in terms of your relationship with Donald Trump. Especially Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un. The day that Biden went into office, he let them know, playtime's over, bitch. Your good times at all costs is over. Too many people have died because of your nonsense. You know, and my brother could have been a statistic. A couple other members of my family could have been a statistic to COVID. And there are people that are still dying from it. One of my friends on Facebook lost a friend to COVID-19. It's not funny. You know, and it's scary seeing somebody you love so sick and you can't go visit them. And I was going to make sure that I was going to have the protections that I need so I could have time with my family. So by the 18th of next month, I'll have my second shot on board. And even though my restrictions here in my state will be lifted in terms of the mask mandates, I'm going to continue to wear my mask and social distance because there are people out there that will not get the shot. I mean, that's just the way it is. There are some people that are allergic to components of the shot. That I do understand. And then there are some that aren't able to take the shot. But I'm doing this because I care about my fellow person. I care about my fellow man. And I even care about fellow Trump humpers that don't give a damn about me. I'm doing it because I'm a good person and I care about my fellow person. Maybe if I keep doing good, it'll rub off and say, gee, maybe being an asshole wasn't such a good idea. But remember, Donald Trump did this to himself. He's spreading misinformation, all-out lies. There's stories going around that he might be reinstated in August. But Trump, don't hold your breath. And I'm here to make sure that you never see public office again. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be sure to link the story below should you want to watch it. Be sure you take a look at any articles that you find on Yahoo. I'll be sure to check my local news affiliates too for latest news bits and information. But I want to end this video on a much somber note. We lost two big icons in the entertainment industry. Gavin MacLeod was known for playing a part on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and he was also the captain on The Love Boat. in the 70s and 80s. So we lost him, and we lost B.J. Thomas. You might know him from Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. You hear it in Forrest Gump and countless other projects. And you might know him from the show's theme song, Growing Pains. Word has it that his lung cancer had recurred. He was going in for treatment and was trying to get well enough so he could go on tour in 2021. But as we all know, cancer took him this past week. My respects and condolences go out to his family, and my respects and condolences go out to Gavin's family and fans of the Love Boat. So I'm going to close this video for now because I got to get something to eat. It's almost 3 o'clock, and I'm getting tired. And hopefully I'll figure out this stupid internet bullshit. But I'm thinking about leaving Spectrum behind, that's for sure. I'll get back on sometime this weekend, and we'll do another chat then. Stay safe, social distance, even if the protocols are dropped. Take the utmost care of yourself, watch out for your family, and take care of those that need the help. Too many people have died, Get your shot. The benefits outweigh the risks, and I'm doing my part. You should too. All right, gang, I'll see you this weekend, and we'll do another talk then. Bye!